nice, clear day. Makes me feel like I'm back in Louisiana again. There's a lot of people were apologizing for the weather. I said, this is good weather. I'm sure we're used to this. Fellow Rotarians, I bring you greetings from RI President Ravi Ravindran and from my district in the heart of Cajun country, District 6200 in Southwest Louisiana. Let me tell you a little bit about the Cajun. We like to make fun of ourselves and have done that for quite a number of times. So I want to tell you a couple little stories about what the Cajun problems that they have. A friend of mine named Boudreaux had lost his hat. And he had looked all over for his hat, couldn't find his hat. But he remembered that there was a fellow that went to church every Sunday, had the same kind of hat. So he went to his friend Thibodeau and said, we're going to church next Sunday. And he said, well, I'm going to steal that hat. So they got to the church and he told him, he says, look, when the priest starts his homily, we're going to get up and go. Well, the priest started his homily, and Boudreaux just sat there, and Thibodeau said, come on, let's go, let's go. He said, well, just wait. So they waited for a while, and finally the whole mass was over, and they're walking out, and Boudreaux walks up to the priest and says, you know, Father, he said, I'd come here to steal a hat, but after listening to your homily, I decided I wasn't going to do that. Well, the priest said, well, Boudreaux, he says, my homily was on the 10 Commandments. Was it when I said, thou shalt not steal? No. He says, when you said, thou shalt not commit adultery, I remember where I left my hat. So, being a priest, he grabbed Boudreaux by the arm and says, come on, you're going to confession. So they get to confessional, and the priest says, Boudreaux, you're going to have to tell me who you did that adultery with. Boudreaux said, I'm not going to tell you. He says, you've got to tell me. He says, I'm not going to tell you. He said, was it Miss Como? No, it was not Miss Como, and I'm not going to tell you. He said, Boudreaux, he said, you've got to tell me who did that, or who you done that with. He says, well, I'm not going to tell you, Father. He says, was it Miss Douillon? No, it was not Miss Douillon, and I'm not going to tell you. He said, well, let me put it to you this way. He said, I'm going to ask you one more time. If you don't want to tell me, I'm going to excommunicate you for the next 6 months. He said, well, I'm not going to tell you. He said, was it Miss Hebert? He said, Father, it was not Miss Hebert, and I'm not going to tell you. Well, he says, consider yourself excommunicated for the next 6 months. Boudreaux walks out, Thibodeau's, he's all nervous. He said, what happened? He said, what happened? He said, I got 3 new names and a 6-month leave of absence. My wife don't like me to tell those jokes, but I do anyway. In 2005 and 6, we embarked on our 2nd century of Rotary service with a sturdy base to build on, a past record of success to service, and as a compass, and a rich history from which to draw inspiration. But while we must never remain locked in the past lessons can surely fuel our steady movement forward. In 2015-16, Rotarians are encouraged to focus on a theme, be a gift to the world. President Ravi discusses this theme this way. Our time on earth is finite, and it's always shorter than we think. How we want to spend it, will we give our gift of ourselves to others so that the world will be richer because we pass through it? Or will we spend our days, as the famous Indian poet Tagore wrote, will we string and unstring our instruments while the song gets unsung? The glory of Rotary is that it helps us find a way to ring that song. It guides us on a path to living richer, more meaningful lives by encouraging us to focus our attention on things that really matter and helping each other find our way to be a gift to the world. Rotary is the way to bring out of the best part of ourselves and guide our lives. Too often, we spend our days in pursuit of the goals that hold the matter least. We focus our attention on our own achievements and our own gain. We devote endless energy at the accumulation of material things. Yet, at the end of our lives, no one will remember of us for the cars we drove, the clothes we wore, the titles we carried, or the offices we sat in. We will not be admired for the efforts we poured into making our own lives richer or our own status higher. In the end, our worth will be measured not by how much we acquired, but how much we gave away. Will we avert our eyes from suffering, or will we alleviate it? Will we speak words of compassion, or will we act on them? Will we be content only to take from the world, or will we give to it? Every one of us has something to give. Whoever we are, whatever our place in life, we can give our talent, our knowledge, our abilities, and our effort. We can give our dedication and our devotion. Through Rotary, we can take these gifts and make a genuine difference in our lives of others and in the world. Our time is now. It will never come again. So during this 2015-16 year, be a gift to the world. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for allowing us to be here. I've told the story before. This was one of the few times that I had a chance to ask where I wanted to go. Where Ravi came to me and said, "Tell me where you want to go and I'll send you anywhere." And I said, "I want to go to Scotland." And he says, "Why Scotland?" I says, "Because I've never been there." So I get an invitation that said Britain. Well, fortunately, I had another commitment that the trustees, that the trustee chair sent me to. So I went to Ravi at the first chance I got, and I said, "Ravi, Scotland starts with an S, Britain starts with a B. Go down the alphabet a little bit further and get me someplace in Scotland." And about 2 weeks later, I get Dundee, Scotland. Then I thought he was making fun because I'd never heard of Dundee, Scotland. My son, who was in the first Desert Storm, was over, and we were telling him we were going to Dundee, Scotland. He said, "I've been there." And I said, "When were you there?" He says, when we were on our way to Desert Storm." I said, "Well, how is it?" He said, "I have no idea." He says, "I followed the sailors to all the bars. All I ever saw were the bars." Then he turns to me and he says, "You know what I'm talking about, Dad?" Bad thing. But anyway, we have enjoyed our stay. We really have enjoyed meeting a number of Rotarians. We hope to meet as many as we can. That's what Rotary is all about. And as we say in Cajun country, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Thank you.
Thanks, Noel, for your informative and motivating presentation.